Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I guess I need to continue a little bit of what I talked about this morning. It's been brought to my attention after that video, a customer called who David Reeves had called from here, and when he left, he must have took some of my stuff with him that I paid for. That's the kind of people Southern's got over there at that place. And then come to find there's a nest of them over there, come to find out. Anthony's over there according to my sources, and so is Corey. I mean, they come, you know, as far as David coming in here and leaving and taking my contacts and then contacting my customers, what does that say about him, number one? Number two, why does this guy want to bring people like that on board? I mean, that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I had to bring it to y'all's attention because that happened after the video. So let's talk about experience. If you compare our experience to all the others, it's like night and day. I'm married 25. They're at 3, and they've only been a licensed contractor since June or July of this year. They just got their license. Okay, but they only got 3 years of experience. Folks, experience is a big deal. You need to concern yourself about the experience level of the people that build these buildings or these functions or whatever you're doing. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and talk about the red flags. You got to go in there and see how many years in business. Go to the Secretary of State. Go to the LSWC. See if they're licensed contractors. While you're there, make sure they got no violations, like Southern does. Southern has violations. You can tell this is getting ready to be a war with me and them, because I tell you right now, I don't take it too lightly what they're doing to us or trying to do to us. Contractor violation. Once again, I got none, he's got violations. And like I said this morning, that's only the time I caught him. I don't know how many times they've broken the law, but we caught him. Go to BBB. He has no referrals. And I cleared up that referral mess that I think little David was involved in with all that other bull this morning. And then go visit their facility. What's your next picture? That's them. That's where David Reeves is. Wait, go back. That's their office. If you look at their address, that's where they're at. And that's me. Surely you can see a difference. Surely you can see a big difference if you see us that we're reputable, we have the resources to do this deal and this job, and we have the years of experience to do it for you. You can trust us. We ain't going nowhere with your money. Like some of the others, like SLPS, all those cats. And I predict you're going to see some more of this mess. Next. There, that's where he was. We caught him. Contracting without a license. Next. What's your next slide? And once again, well, go. Okay, then I'll talk about post frame and metal. Y'all know I'm a big proponent of wood. I always will be. That's treated wood, not white wood. And I keep telling everybody the difference. So I'll hit that again tomorrow. Actually, no, I'll see that. You see on Monday. But there's a big difference. Just look at the picture of a post frame. And look at the difference in materials. It's obvious what's got more strength. Next one. Now, so I had a comment two days ago, maybe 3 days ago, I think. Anyway, Mr. Eldridge, Mallett Buildings, I'll give it to you. You're a salesman. You should know, though, I spent 14 years in sheet metal fabrication along with construction of metal buildings and roofing. Blow smoke elsewhere. Let's stop right there. Number one, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm a licensed contractor. I don't think you are. That's number one. So I got you beat on years, okay? Blow smoke. I'm about to prove to you, you're the one who's blowing smoke. You and I both know that 29 gauge rips apart at much lower wind speeds. Let's talk about that. Do you know what deflection is? Do you understand that this is a 2-foot section that you're saying is going to rip? But I tell you what I'm going to let the proof be shown by what actually happened during a storm. Play it. Watch.
Unprecedented destruction.
To be unsurvivable.
Be the strongest storm to ever hit Louisiana.
Cameron, Louisiana, taking the brunt of that northern eye wall.
I'm here at Darla K Food Mart, where being the only convenience store for 50 miles carries the weight of survival for this town.
So, Mr. Eldridge, it doesn't matter with me and you said that's 29 gauge metal that went through that storm. And I got more of that to show you. So I don't know where you come up with the idea of the tensile strength, but you got to check the deflection first before you worry about tensile. But you're talking about ripping metal when you start talking about tensile. But like I said, I'm 2 foot apart on my purlins, steel's 3 to 5 feet apart, and let's see what else you have to say here. Yeah, wood posts rot much quicker down here in the south than a metal post in the ground. You putting metal posts in the ground? Really? You think a metal post in the ground is going to last longer than a ground-treated post? I have to differ with you. I can't believe you would believe that. I don't agree with you, Mr. Eldridge. I just don't agree with you. But my posts come with a lifetime warranty against rot in the ground. But on top of that, I have a post protector sleeve that I put over the post, which gives it another 50 years from us. So I'll put my wood posts against that any day of the week. I guess you're going to tell me we're putting bridges, putting the steel in the water there too, huh? You're either going to put wood or you're going to put concrete. You ain't going to put steel down in water. Why? It's going to deteriorate. And you know that. So I don't know why you even said that. You may be saving the customer's money up front, but in the long run, the maintenance of wood frame, I tell you right now, this building that we're standing in is almost 16 years old, no maintenance. None. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. There's way more maintenance in steel. You got to get all. If you don't take care of that rust, it's going to eat everything up. Wood can take a lifetime warranty against rotten fungal decay, rust, and termites. So I don't know how you believe that shop versus steel shop is more. It is more expensive, but it ain't any better. In fact, I wish I could talk to you and ask you what your house built out of, steel or wood. 90% of in today's world, all these subdivisions, you see steel buildings going up, you see wood buildings going up. It's wood. And that's not even treated wood. Imagine if the industry of Louisiana made it a law where everything had to be treated wood. We wouldn't have to worry about termites spending all that money every year on that waste, on that water they spray. But bottom line is, all them houses have been built out of wood, not steel. If you were right and I was wrong, every subdivision, we start seeing steel structures, not wood structures. So the proof is in the pudding. It doesn't matter what you say or what I say. Let's just look at what's going on around us. Well, I hope I've answered your question. So I'm going to move on. Let's go to the next what I'm going to now. See, there. I'm telling you, you bet those anchor bolts, that's the only thing that holds that building down, Mr. Eldridge. Keep going. That's wood versus steel. Keep going. Apples to apples. Make it quite clear. You know, we will beat anybody's bid, whether it's steel, stick frame, post frame, like Southern, like Reed's, or Carter Stone, whatever they are, any day of the week. And I'll tell you what, I'll do better. I'll either give you $1,000, I'll give you 2-bay truss. Well, it's your choice. I've added that today. I'll give you 2-bay truss instead of 2x6 truss because that's all they build. That's all they sell. We're the only ones doing a 2-bay truss with 2x6 webbing. It's a stronger truss, a bigger truss. Go inside one of my buildings that I put 2x8s and go in one of those, you're going to say, whoa, this is way stronger. And it is. It's a 2x8, not a 2x6. So anyway, move to the next one. Where are we at now? Go ahead. What's your question?
How is your equipment for job sites? We'd love to set up a meeting about your dirt equipment inventory.
Okay, you can come visit with us. This is a question from Louisiana Cat. Just come visit us. We'd be glad to talk to you. We have over 20 bobcats in the field. We have Versa handlers. We have more equipment than you can shake a stick at. I mean, that's one of the things I say that you need to look at whenever you buy from somebody is, do they have any equipment? Can they handle the job? Or do they have the resources to get the equipment, or whatever it may be? But folks, it's an important thing to make sure that whoever you're doing business with does have the equipment. My boy needs to get me a shop. Well, we need to get you. Well, we need to help you get your boy get a shop, sir. Mr. Laney, just give us a call. Be glad to help you. And Mr. Laverne, blow and smoke, get him. I said, yeah, I'm going to get him all right because he's full of bull with that. But anyway. Anyway, let me tell you about a couple of sales we got going on here. And I'll tell you right now, none of those guys can touch us. I got a 30 by 30 for $16,999. 30 by 50 for $25,999 and a 40 by 60 for $37,999. I'm telling you, if they try to beat me, I'll beat them anyway. I'll give you 2-bay trusses. I'll beat them by $1,000 every day. Let's start competing. I'm ready for it. God dog, hey, you know what? Do I got to take my jacket off again and show you the tiger? The tiger's ready. Just come on. We're ready to get after it. I'm telling you, this Southern bunch with this stunt they pulled here yesterday, and then this other deal about you calling my customer. It's time for us to start the war, and you will benefit from the war because it will just bring the prices down, which is fine with me. It's fine with me. We'll see how long they can handle a price war with me. But anyway, call us about these prices. Be glad to help you. What else you got? Hey, once again, let me tell you what you got to do. You want a building from me? The first thing you do, go to my 3D image. Design your building. Send it to my building specialist. I'll get you a quote out immediately. Okay? And it'll be accurate. I wonder if my competition does this. I doubt it. But anyway, we have it. And what I want you to do, if you want to buy a building from me, go here, play around with it at night with your wife, with your son, whatever you want to do. Design your building, send it to us. Get you a quote like that. Okay? Be glad to help you. We got another question?
Any deals on the shop with 14?
Hey, I tell you what you do. I got deals all the time. You call in right now. She'll get your name, and I'll make you. We'll find a deal for you. I tell you what, Lane Primo. I tell you what, Mr. Primo. You call and talk to call to the office, talk to them, and I'm gonna make a deal because you chimed in. Hey, y'all want to make deals? Chime in and get some questions, get engaged, and we're gonna make some deals every time. I'll make you a deal because you did that. In fact, I tell you what I'm gonna do. How many doors? I don't know how many doors you want, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to throw you in a free 14-foot door if you buy a building with me next week. How about that? I don't have any, but I'm going to give you one at no cost. You heard that, folks? At no cost. Let those competitors at Southern come on down. Let's just keep this show going because I tell you right now, we're going to win this little war. The tiger is alive and well. Okay. Now we're still doing all this. That's good.
No more comments.
What you got?
Let's see.
What they got?
Oh, here we go.
Well,
for a 40 by 60.
Well, I tell you what, you come on in, I'm going to sit down with you too. Hey, 16, I said there's normally a fee to go up above 12 feet. There'll be no charge for you to go to 16 feet.
Is the slab included?
Yes, the slab's on every one of our buildings. The slab is included.
And then a shout out to AJ.
What? Where's AJ?
This one says, we love to compete. I love it. We work in the car business. AJ used to work with us.
Who said that?
Isaiah Langley said that.
Who's he with?
I guess he's in the car business.
Oh, he's in the car business. Okay. Hey, I like this. Keep it coming. We'll have some really good. Here we go. They've been waiting on a call back to. Okay, Miss Glass, I'll tell you what. You need to check on that.
Mallett built my shop a few months ago, and I was very impressed with the whole process. I love my building. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate that, Mr. Carmaine. I really do appreciate that. But who was it? Somebody needs on that price match. Get that price match name and get that to him too. Anyway, this is the way to do it. I'm telling you. What's next?
Oh, here we go. How much is it to add a 12 by 40 wing on my existing building?
Well, Mr. White, when I get down there, I'm going to tell you right now, I tell you, you need to call in.
Well, we're going to make a list.
We're going to make a list, and we'll get back with you, but I'll have my people get on you right away. Thank you appreciate you giving us an opportunity. We appreciate that.
Somebody said, let's see the tiger.
Oh, y'all want to see the tiger? I'll show you the tiger at the end. Because the tiger's coming out. Let me tell you right now, I'm telling you, Southern, the tiger's coming for you. That's a fact. That stunt y'all pulled, that with David Reeves and the other two yo-yos y'all got going over there, y'all going to wish you'd never started this war because the tiger is coming out. The tiger will show up in a minute. But wait, let me finish. So, went through the sale 3 days. Now let's talk. I want to talk about something I got on this morning, and I want to tell you what they're doing. Them engineered stamps that we're seeing that they're getting, I'm going to file some complaints because I'm going to tell you what's going on. They're just stamping that stuff. I don't see any calculation. If you watch me this morning, Monday, I'm going to really delve into this. They don't have no bolt patterns, ollie logs, and what you need to secure that because that's part of the calculations. I looked at those drawings that are being created. That's with Smart Build. You can't do that stuff without CAD too. So what they're doing, they're taking Smart Build. They're designing these buildings with no engineering. And they're sending them to the engineer, and what it looks to me is they're just stamping them. That is a problem. We don't do that. We have an engineer on staff. We're a licensed engineering firm. I got a, what you got?
Where are you located, and you did a full turnkey shop house through Mallett?
He's in,
Oh, he's replying to Tim Taggart.
right, that's fine. But anyway, waiting to build ASAP. Well, I'll have them check on that for you too. Call the girl that she's supposed to, wait, you call in here and they'll answer that question for Ms. Denton. If they don't, once again, unlike Southern and the rest of them, y'all have my personal cell phone number. When you have a problem here, you can call me. You hear? You can call me, and I guarantee you that when you call me, something's going to happen. I'm going to make sure you're tended to. But anyway, yeah, well, while I'm on the subject here. Well, first, let me finish the engineering. There's a problem with these engineers. Now, the other thing they're doing, all my competitors apparently are buying their materials from Reed's, which is fine. That's good. We know we're competing. That's okay. But the problem I have is this. 409 complaints in 3 years, 205 complaints in the last 12 months. And the last time I talked about this, they've added 3 more complaints. It's from, I've read a lot of them. Go read them. It's mostly materials. All these competitors are buying their materials from them. And they're having issues. Major issues. That is unbelievable to have that many complaints with the BBB. I've never seen that. I was shocked the first time I saw it. But hey, be careful. You want to do business? What you got? That guy told me while he was working. I don't know, but I'll go check it, Mr. Delorze. I'll go check that for you. When I get off here, I'm going to go check it out for you. Yeah, I'll go tend to that. I'm going to get all this stuff. I'm going to go take care of that. I don't know what that cat was doing. But that cat is gone, and that cat's at Southern, so if any of y'all doing business with Southern, you're going to be dealing with those type of people. That's a problem. I'm going to tell you right now. If y'all want to do business with Southern, you're doing business with those type of people. The day of deposit, what is the average lead time to start a building? Well, that's a good question, Mr. Harden. Let's go over it. I went through it this morning. Number one, when you sign it, I'm going to give us a 15-day window to make sure that we have got the correct building for you. That means my people will design it, they will send it to you, you will approve it, and DocuSign from the colors to the size of the door. Everything is done precise. Okay? Because if we don't do that right, guess what? We're going to have problems. Now, in the 15 days, it can take, it depends on our workload, but within 15 legal days, we're going to get it to you. Sometimes it may take 3 days, 4 days, it just depends. But that 15-day window is where it starts. Because I want to make sure that, I've been doing this 25 years. If you don't get this right, you got a mess. I'm telling you, a big mess. So, the 15 days, I'm going to give you the permit. I'm going to give you all to go get your permit if you're going to pull the permit. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot to talk about the permits. You know what takes time? Permits. Let me tell you why. I pulled 3 parishes just to show you the average of what's going on here. So whenever I give you those drawings, you'll get your permit. You're going to have to go to the permit office with this is the parish of Acadia. 911 address, legal description, plat of the property, elevation certificate. You have to get a survey out there to get an elevation. Contractor's bid, license, and insurance. Then a certificate of plan review from a state licensed inspector. This is what takes time. Now, let's just assume, for numbers' sake, that we got the design out in 5 days. Got it to you, and you went to the permit office, and you just happened to have everything, just say you had everything. You're going to get that to me, and within 3 weeks, 4 weeks, weather permitting, I will be on your job site putting your building up. Okay? It's a fast turnaround until you deal with all these things. That was Acadia. You go to Calcasieu Parish, they want the building plans, sediment control. Everybody's different in each parish. They want a sediment control plan, contractor information or homeowner affidavit, the site plan, and an elevation certificate. And then they get into square footage. And then if you go to Lafourche Parish, the first thing you got to have an elevation so they can determine what flood is needed. You got to submit an elevation certificate to show that. Then you got to come with a site plan, a land verification, foundation and design to the 2021 IRC. Needs to be engineered. One complete set of plans. Must meet the Louisiana Uniform Construction Code 21st edition with wind load requirements. Plan should also include any wind load on the garage, roll-up doors. These doors must meet the minimum wind requirements the area and building is being built. Copy of residential contractor's license or exemption. This is the problem on time. So where was that one at? Wait, where was the guy asking me about the time?
The terminal.
Go back up. Can I see the rest of them? Wait, hold on. They're adding, okay. Well, somebody asked me. I'm gonna.
What's that?
Yeah. That's the guy, Mr. Harding. Hope I answered your question. It really depends on the permit. That can have a big effect, and Mother Nature. That's the two things that slow us down: permits, Mother Nature. So
Terrebonne Parish. We'd have to look.
I'd have to look at Terrebonne, but I pull these three. I can pull Terrebonne. It's every pair, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. Next session, I'm going to do. We've already met with the fire as chairman of the state licensing board. Let me tell you what I want to get done. I think it's crazy that it's not uniform across the board. So I'm going to go into the legislature next year. After I've got one class this year, but I'm going to go into the legislature this year, and I'm going to try, because the fire marshal wants us to take over the permit offices and the inspectors. If we get that power, I'm going to make it uniform. That way, you ain't got to worry about what parish you go. It's a mess. The other thing is, the inspectors need to be run under a certain set of rules so that it's not different from each parish. It's out of whack. It really is. The other thing is, the charges are to be consistent. You can go to one parish, it's $100. You go to another parish, it's $2,000. There's no consistency in that, and that needs to be changed, and I'm going to do everything in my power next session to try to change that to make it better, not just for us, but for you too, from a standpoint of money, and from the standpoint when you go to get your permit, it's the same for all of us. That's the way it should be. What's this? What's Mr. Reno want?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Looking forward to saying we'll sit down. Yeah, and by the way, Mr. Tackett has offered to come sit down. I'm going to set a time. The only thing he warned me, he likes to talk a lot. That's okay. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Mr. Smith. But Mr. Tackett said he wants to come. He just warned me. He said, I talk a lot. Well, I talk a lot too. So we're going to get along. We're going to get this done. And then Mr. David Reeves, is that the guy? Yeah, that's the guy. That guy right there. I'll tell you right now. But look, you know what? The people that hired him had to know he was using them leads. They're just as bad as far as I'm concerned. They had to know he took those leads from downstairs in my office. How could they not? That's crazy. I mean, look, bottom line, just be careful. When I get bad people around me, I get rid of them and never come back. Let me tell you, SLPS worked here for 5 years. He ran that saw. He took off and pulled that shenanigan. Look what that happened. He got popped with contractor fraud all over the place, hit people for piles of money, and he had never built a building. He's doing the same thing, or did the same thing that Southern and all these cats do. You take Ranger. He used to be a designer. He never built a building. You need to be careful about these people that jump in this business and, they're contractors. Look, they can go get licensed. If they memorize the test, study the test, if they're smart enough, they probably could pass the test. The problem is they have no experience building. They've passed the test on the book, but they haven't built a building. And that's the problem. It will take them, they will never catch me. I'm too far, I'm 25 years ahead of everybody. So they'll never catch me. They'll never be as experienced as us. The other thing is, do you think it's possible that we would stay in business 25 years, building this many buildings, if we were doing things wrong, like this fool this morning tried to tell me, that ghoster? Well, I think little Dave might be involved now, but we'll see. But the bottom line is, look, there's a lot of factors that go into this building of stuff, from the engineering, which I'm on that next, because all those cats, every one of them are using somebody I think is just stamping. We don't do that. You know, that's why my buildings go through the storms. That's why when you watch that Darla K, that building took the brunt of that storm, the title, everything. And it took it. Why? It was engineered properly. We don't lose buildings during storms. Why? Because we follow the engineering. We follow the patterns of the outlet logs that attach the trusses to the posts. We follow our engineers. How? Let me tell you, that's another thing. We presently, everybody that goes on site, including the builders, are now taking pictures on site. We can go live with them and see everything. We're inspecting all the time from the office. These other cats aren't doing that. So how do they know they're being built right? I don't know. You know, I don't know what those guys are doing. But bottom line is they're buying what they're doing. They're buying all the materials from Reed, or they're building for Reed, and they got 400 complaints. That's unbelievable. I don't know how you stay in business with 400 complaints. That's crazy. But anyway, what it is, it is. Yes, we can. I'll get one of the associates to call you. Presently, no, but let me tell you something. Well, I don't really do the turnkey on the inside. We have the ability to do it, but it bogs us down in time because we're building so many buildings. But it's easy. You just go to the LSLB site, and every licensed electrician, contractor, air conditioning, plumbing, right there. Because let me tell you why that's good for you. If you hire a contractor, he is going to do just what I just said. He's going to hire a licensed contractor to sub underneath the general. We're generals. Okay? And do you think he's going to sell, he's going to do the deal at the same price he was bid? No, he's going to make a profit on you. Which is okay, but that is how it's done. So if you hire someone to do the total package on the electrical bid, he's going to add 15, 20%. When you can do that, as long as you hire a licensed electrician, a licensed plumber, then you can go back on them because they're licensed and they're carrying insurance. Okay? So when you start talking about turnkey houses, you're going to save money if you do that. And then you got what I call sweat equity. Anything you can do for yourself, maybe paint, I don't know. That saves you more money. Okay? And then you get to be the supervisor. You get to get things the way you want, and you save money, and you can save a lot of money. You can. You know, the other thing that a lot of them don't do, if you really want to save money, let me tell you, if you're going to hire the electrician, say, no, give me the list of your materials, I'll go buy the materials myself. Because they're going to tack a profit on that too. I mean, I'm telling you what's going on. You can believe me or not, but I'm telling you, everything they do, they're tacking on a profit. So we can go in and black the whole thing in, get your slab in, you get your plumber roughs it in, and the complete shell is done, and you're working on the inside. You're out of the weather, and now you're watching your framing crew. Hey, you build it, if you get you a set of drawings, and we do drawings too. If you need to build drawings, we have designers we charge, but we do drawings for house plans. We do commercial projects. We do all that stuff. But I'm telling you, if you really want to save money, figure out how to be your own contractor. And the state law allows you to bill one per year as your own contractor. Nobody can stop you from that. And then you go pick your sub. Just make sure they're all licensed. Follow my 5 keys on them too. Check them out. Any violations, don't use that electrician. If you got a clean electrician, he's got years in the business, he's got no violations, you're probably good. Okay, wait, what we got here?
Sent his plans to Tyler today.
Okay, all right. And who is the contractor doing the work? What you talking about? Who's the contractor doing what work?
Our work, I guess.
Well, I'm the contractor, Mr. Guidry. I'm the contractor. And I build the shell, so all my crews work strictly for me. We don't do the interior work. Okay, so I could do it, but I would do exactly what I just told you. I can, as a general contractor or as a residential contractor, I can hire the subs to do all the work on the inside. I'm telling you that you can save money if you do it yourself. and they're all right there, and you can check them all out. Just make sure they're licensed, make sure that they follow my 5 red flags. That's all you got to do. If you don't have any trouble with the red flags, you're probably going to be okay. There are good contractors out there. And then there's bad ones. Even the licensed one. In fact, Monday, next week I have a board meeting, I'll be bringing back the agenda. And I'm going to show you what we go through in Baton Rouge, and I've been doing this for 15 years, of all the people that we cite, that we bring before the board, which is a board of 16 people. No, more than that. That's the LSU board, 16. State contract board is about 20, I think 21 maybe. But anyway, we bring them people for us. They're cited. We have investigators. We go out there, we cite them, we bring them to Baton Rouge, and that's why you see, when I bring up their violation, and let me tell you, violations, when you see one with one violation, the odds are we just ain't caught them on the others. That ain't the only time. My money says, no, but you got to catch them. They slick, they move around. We used to have a lot of trouble with out-of-state contractors. Oklahoma, to be
Michael Gibbs said last time I called, I was told y'all had a contractor that pulled in to do the shop house.
Well, we have a contractor we've pulled in. We're doing we have electric contractor. We're starting there. It depends where you're located. Where you located. I do have the people to do it. I just, we were going to start doing that. We'd have to stay in a small radius because building a house, the interior it's a process. It ain't like putting up the frames. Blacking them in, putting them up, the outside frames are easy. But I'll check into that for you, Mr. Gidget. They're going to give me all copy, and we're going to go through all these. I'll get a building specialist. Who told you that? David? Was it David?
They don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to check into that. But one thing's for sure. I can lead, if we can, I can lead you in the right direction of who I think I would use if I was you. At the same time, I'll show you where you can get people to do it for you.
Hayes, Louisiana is where you're from.
Oh, in Hayes? I probably could, maybe so. If you send it, did you send us our plans? You sent your plans? You got a set of plans? You got to give me a set of plans, or come in here and get with us and we can draw you a set of plans. But you're pretty close. We probably could get it done for you. Mr. Yeah, David said, I'll tell you what, that David, boy, he's something else, huh? Yeah, anyway. But anyway, the last thing I got to do, I guess this is going to be always my finish.
Take the mic off.
Got to take off my mic here, just show you how this goes. Because you see, when Southern, they're going to have to go out. The tiger's coming. The tiger is coming. Now let's get that straight. The tiger's coming. I'm having fun. I really enjoyed. I tell you, I really enjoyed all the talking. Okay. John, so if I send you my quote from Southern, y'all beat it by $1,000. Yes, I will. Apples to apples, Mr. Thibodeau. You see, I'm glad you brought that up, because let me tell you something about that, what they do. They'll tell you that they build the same thing we sell. One of the things that SLPS was doing from a customer who told me, said, well, I get all my stuff with Mallett. You might as well buy it from me, or let me build it. Yeah, they've been known to tell a few fibs. There's nothing, wait, I beat bids all day long. In fact, I'll do better than that. I'll give you that $1,000. I'll put 2x8 trusses if you buy the Best Buy building. It comes standard on my quality and my Mallett building. So yeah, bring it on. The tiger's ready. Tiger is ready. Okay? Let's get that straight. The tiger has arrived and he's ready to go. So you got a bid, send it to me and I'll beat it all day long, especially that bunch. There's a war going to start with them. I'm telling you, after some of the stuff they pulled the last 24 hours, we'll see how this ends. But anyway, okay, Mr. Call. Be glad to help you and work with you. What's this? Emily LeBlanc. Ball don't love. What's that?
No.
I don't understand. If you want to talk to me, tell me what you're saying, and I'll respond.
It's positive.
Where did you say that at?
It's a positive thing.
Well, I don't know. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Got me wanting a Mallett building? Well, I hope I have, because I tell you right now, we want your business, Miss Laverne. You need to come on down. I tell you what you do, Miss Laverne. I really help you here. You go to that 3D image on our site. Go to mallettbuildings.com and start designing your dream building, and then send it to us, and we'll get you a quote. And then really, what you ought to do is come visit. In fact, let me tell you something.
There you go. She explained it.
It means your work speaks for itself. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. I don't understand all the other words. I'm too old. How old you people think I am? 25?
35.
35? I'm 68 years old. I've been around a little while, a little bit of time. But anyway, in fact, my birthday is this week. But anyway, you know, if you're going to spend that kind of money, I never have been able to figure this out. Why don't you come visit us? Come see the people, meet the people. We'll take you on a tour of the facility. You get to know, you know, everybody you're going to be dealing with, and you get to see who you're doing business with before you spend your hard-earned money. To me, it's just crazy sometimes that people don't want to come meet us. I said, you're going to spend $40,000. Well, man, make the time. Make the time to come meet the people you're going to do business with. Make the time to come see their facility. See who you're doing business with. And you can tell a lot by the people that are in the organization, and you can tell a lot by their facilities. And I recommend to everybody, I'm not saying you have to, we got people, we do DocuSign, we go sign at your house, we do inspect, we do all that. But I'm telling you, come visit us. Come meet who you're doing business with. It's just good sense. And while we're on this, I'll tell you what, I got a challenge to all those competitors of mine. Before you buy a building from me, or you're getting ready to buy a building, I will personally go to your house, and they need to come to your house, and let's see who ends up winning getting that building. I'm ready for that challenge. I'm challenging them right now. You invite them to come and me come, and I tell you right now, I'm going to get your building. It won't even be close. I'm telling you. It will not be. I will earn your business right then and there, and you will see the difference between an expert and someone who's just playing around or trying to become an expert. So let's just start that. You tell all, when you walk all around, get a bid, like the one who laughed out loud, tell you what you do. See if he wants to come, both of us, go to your house. I'd do that. I would set time aside to go do some of that stuff. Because boy, it wouldn't be pretty. I'm just going to tell you, I've been doing this too long. I mean, I'm the one who brought all this stuff down. The reason this post frame is where it is today is because I kept pushing and we kept making the buildings better. And today what you see, they copy me, which is fine, but they still don't have that experience. They still don't have that knowledge. I got them beat, and I'm ready to go to their house, to your house. Any day, any time. Let's set it up. Come on, Southern. Let's do it. Let's bring it on. Is that it? Yeah, the challenge is on. You got it right. I mean that. You knew that one out loud. What does that mean?
My money is on the tire, Mr.
But anyway, well, I got a happy birthday. Well, that's fine too. Well, look, I enjoyed talking this afternoon. It'll be Monday before I come back on. So I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then I gotta go do my work for the state contractors board. By the way, I don't get paid for that, but it's from my industry, and our objective is to clean up our industry so that the people that are in the industry don't hurt people. Okay? So, look, thank you for listening. Give us a call, 337-515-2154. That's my personal cell phone number, and you will have that if you buy a building from me. And you can call me 24/7. I'm there for you. Or you can call the office and talk to a building specialist, 337-214-0428. Once again, thank you for listening. I enjoyed it. I love all the questions. What's the GOAT? What is that?
Greatest of all time.
Oh.
They said you're the Tom
What do you
Brady.
think? Can you buy on the field? Well, Ms. LeBlanc, I'm going to tell you, I am on the LSU board. That's top secret information at the moment. But I wouldn't bet against it. How's that? I think there's a strong possibility that Tiger may get on that field. We'll see. I can't really get into that, but I think it's possible. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, look, thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a great weekend.